Good morning, my people. How are you today? It's fun. I take mochi. Let me risk it and take the fan off so that we have a more stable picture. When the fan is on, we will not be having a stable picture. So, guys, just put your video in full screen or your Korabe film. It's a very, very lovely image. Today we have been able to get horizontal. I think I've figured it out finally. We shall be having horizontal from now on. I figured out what was wrong. Yeah, and today morning, but there's Jakubombo Road. I saw a very terrible accident happened Walinga Okirida Mchiko Oveka Wanda as you head out to Kagoma, no to Maganjo. As you head out to Maganjo, a lorry, you know, these lorries as it came into Yatomede. The front part negwawo gwe bayita omutwe akatanda ne kabokako ne kagweri kitona kyo ne kisigaranga kiri awo kyokka. It was terrible. It was a terrible accident. So if you have a person that was traveling towards Bombo in a truck like that, you can check on them to see if they are okay, because it was a very bad accident. It was a very bad accident. But I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Lifestyle Wednesday, and I just wanted us to discuss something that probably is going to handle some people the wrong way, to rub some people the wrong way. Guys, if you had the chance to choose either a church in your area or a hospital, what would you choose? It has been a conversation on X. Yeah, it has been a conversation on X. Where is he still a minister? probably former minister, one of the richest politicians we have in the country, Honorable Sam Kutesa. Apparently got cancer, got to Germany, got healed, and when he got well, when he came back to Uganda, a country that has a very poor hospital system, he used his money, and I'm quoting, his money to build a church, not contribute to the Cancer Institute, which could have treated him had it been very well equipped, but he built a church. And it's a conversation that has been going on X, a very serious one though. So some people are saying it's his money, he can build a church. God knows he would have built a toilet if he wanted to. And I thought, for the love of cars, it's important that we probably educate ourselves. What is more important to us? Is it the church or is it the hospital? If you had to choose in your area, someone gives you funding, now kugamba, should I build a church for you or a hospital? Is spirituality more important than health, or does his spirituality also take care of the health? It's something that I have my own reservations on, but I'm curious to know what you guys think. Is spirituality more important than health, or health is more important than spirituality, or spirituality takes care of the health? Good morning, Muyombia Mark, George Bob, Travel Life Vlog, the Asha Group, Zas David Klaje VIP, Akiram Paul Sema, Namadadi Idi, Stephen Omoria, Mwasuze Mutia, Mwasuze Burunji. Guys, I want you to tell me what you think. If you had the chance to improve the well-being of your people in your village, as a way of thanking God for helping you go through whatever you went through, would you build a hospital or a church? And why would you choose what you choose? And of course, we can't take Sam Kutesa out of the discussion. As I thought about this topic, I thought that Arthur Dronite kunone, but politician be Uganda ngate bogerwako. But politician be Uganda chibakola chemalirira. Like when you talk about this issue, but then I thought to myself, if they are weak, if they are so weak to say omuntu ayogera kweno topic to munone, then they are too weak. So I don't think they are that weak. So guys, if you had a chance to improve the condition of the people in your village, would you build a church or a hospital? And it does not matter. It does not matter what kind of, we all know that we have had conversations with God where we promised him something, and sometimes we did not actually fulfill what we promised. Yeah? And sometimes we did not fulfill what we promised. And would God understand if he promised to build him a church and then build him a hospital? Would God understand that to keep him most of his people alive? Or is it the thing that God decides who dies? On X, the conversation has actually gotten very serious, with people sharing their experiences of how their people died on the floor in Mulago Hospital. Yeah, how even the private wing of Mulago Hospital doesn't have enough beds, and it's something that is actually serious. As young people, we need to start talking about this thing. I find that as young people, we are too spiritual. We never really talk about the things that actually matter. We rarely talk about the important political stuff. Batujja yeyo ne batugamba politics tumuve mutefuddamu kuboogerako ne tusigala nga batugamba anything that happens mukama bw'aba asazeewo, katonda bw'aba asazeewo, we have no control over that thing. Ekimotoka ekyo kituli maaso kiri comfortable, that radius there I think it's only second to the Alphard. It's only second to there. So if you're a budget person, you don't have a lot of money and you're looking for a car that is as comfortable as the Alphard, I think that thing there, that radius there is your car. So you can think about it. Church and spirituality are different. Which one are we going for? We are going for church. Stephen Omuria, when people are defending the action of Sam Kutesa building a church in this area after being healed from cancer in Germany, people are saying that the church is more important than the hospital. I'm surprised, guys. We had people in their 30s and 20s saying that what Sam Kutesa did is better than a hospital. Building a church is better than a hospital. My God. My God. I know you guys already know where I fall. I would build a hospital. Herman Fletcher, tell us why you would build a hospital and not a church. JK, good morning. Would you build a hospital or a church? After me, I would build a hospital because it's even in my plans at 55, inshallah. We need more hospitals than church. Why do you guys think Sam Kutesa built a hospital? Is he making up for all the wrong things that he has done? There is a video, I even shared it on my WhatsApp. Kanare Mugume was talking about all the bad things that Sam Kutesa is reportedly did, all the bad things and all the money that he made the country lose, apparently, and he was convicted, but nothing was done to him. From selling shares of Enhance to himself, that's a no-brainer. Hospital, of course. So, JK, why do you think Sam Kutesa chose to build a church? Is he repenting to God? Guys, these are things that the newspapers have been reporting. Kanare Mugume did a report of all the things that Sam Kutesa did, all the money that he apparently stole, all the bids that he took forcibly, used his influence to take all the bids. He was convicted, but nothing was done to him. Is it a possibility that Sam Kutesa is making up to God, is trying to repent by building a church to God, so that so many people can go back to God? You see, even churches end up building hospitals. Yeah, but there are people that have been saying that Sam Kutesa we need more churches than hospital, that spirituality is more important. Still doesn't make sense to me, guys. Still doesn't make. And they are young people, by the way, guys. Banda bavubuka miaka asatu. I would build a hospital. You see, when churches end up building hospitals, that's strong. In Zambia, there is a Zambia church, and then there is Zambia hospital. There is Rubaga Cathedral, and then there is Rubaga Hospital. There is Namirembe Cathedral, and then there is Namirembe Hospital. There is Mengo Hospital, which is also a church-funded hospital. There is Nkozi Hospital, which is also church-funded. There are so many hospitals that are church-founded. But I'm curious. I know we may never get to have this conversation with Sam Kutesa. He may never have even a chance to do an interview. Even if he has, so many people will actually ignore it. But maybe God came to him and told him to build a church. That the church is more important to Uganda than the hospital. Then the question, guys, is going to come. A powerful politician, you know, there is a Mengo, there is a Rotary, fundraiser that is meant to build a cancer ward at Zambia Hospital. People are saying, "Watch the akutesentezo nazi wife for that cause." Engeri jali nti yawonye cancer. I've seen many churches build hospitals, but I've never seen a hospital build a church. Because the hospital is very busy saving lives. A hospital is very busy saving lives. The church about what? For us, I wafe mweste tupina church ya wakatuliki. Na ebe danzigale sawa bina. Uchitegire. I'm one person that used to find peace in just sitting in church. Like I'm not the kind of person that goes to church on Sunday and I feel a lot of peace. No, I find that church is normally full of hypocrites. Church is full of bad people. And some of the worst individuals I know are in church every Sunday morning. They even sweep the church. Some of the worst, I'm telling you. Yeah, like people that, if witchcraft is a thing, people that do witchcraft seriously, people that kill other people are the people that are in church most of the time. So I'm not a Sunday church person, but I'm one person that used to get peace in sitting in church and imagining that I'm in the presence of God and feeling that peaceful. But churches are closed most of the time. Churches are closed most of the time, probably because there are thieves that come and steal things from church, which take gay, right? And yeah, but I like the Catholic Church though. I used to go and sit in Rubaga Church. Rubaga Church has that thing. I don't know what's the thing in church that feels like the church is empty and it's just you and God that is seated there. But anyway, guys, Lifestyle Wednesday. The topic today is what Sam Kutesa did. Is it something that displays how close he is to God? Is it something that displays how understanding he is of the problems of his communities? Is it something that shows that it's my money, I can do what I want? Or is it something that shows that he's indeed mocking people? And what makes it worse is that the president actually went and launched the church. I have not seen the president launch a hospital, but apart from the Mulago hospital, but he went and launched a church. I will go hospital because, come on, when you are healed in a hospital, it would be great if we have relative health services here at our home. However, that was his promise to God. Then let it be. Good morning, Morad K. Momo VIP. Good morning. Guys, how many of us have not broken a promise we made to God? To them, mazima. We promise you wagamba katonda from the time you were a child. We promise wajitu ukiza. How many? Kanda boba tuyita kusawa ya queen bagay. Sawa ya queen eyo. Ekulula baba atutadde omulundi gumu. Ekulula atutadde omulundi gumu. I want to look there. Simanyi lwaki bazimba wana akakomera kana akakomera katulemesa okutunulayo. Let's see. Sikachi kamale gagende eno. Neno tewatambula nnyo naye maama. Katumale gagende eno. Katumale. Naye mumulawa view ya horizontal kweri embalagawo. I finally figured it out. So we should be getting horizontal broadcasts. Good morning, Ronald Muchwa. The topic today, guys, is if you had the chance to transform the lives of the people in your village, and you have both the option of building a church or a hospital, what would you build? Let's even say you're not a politician. You've never been convicted of taking money that did not belong to you. You've never been accused of taking over government institutions unfairly, and you had the money. You remember there's this dude, he's an Englishman. He came to Uganda, got an accident, was treated, and Simon Reed, I think it's called Simon Hospital. And eventually, but I think it's high time that these things happen, and so that people can wake up. But apparently, it's not so many people are awake. So many people still think a church is more important than a hospital. You'll be surprised. And most of them are young people. They believe a church is more important than a hospital. So many people believe a church is more important than a hospital. People can pray from a makeshift church and God will hear them. Mr. Stacha Gamba, Mr. Other, good morning and all calavers. Olaba ne wano mubasiram hospitals are more than mosques. I'd rather build a hospital. I'm building a hospital because someone is at least guaranteed to have a chance to be alive for more time as to worship his or her God, of which God is everywhere. So okay, then that's a new one. So God is everywhere. So God is everywhere. But you know, I think it's a trick in politics, yeah? I think it's a trick in politics that that poor people, unhealthy people need more help from politicians. So I think for a politician, it makes sense that the politician will actually invest in a church so that people keep being unhealthy. You know, it makes sense for a politician to actually build a church than a hospital. It makes more sense. He builds a church, people keep being unhealthy, he buys an ambulance to take them to Mulago. Of course, they don't get to Mulago because they die on the way. But then the same ambulance takes the dead body for burial. So the people that are at the burial see the branded ambulance and they say, our honorable bought an ambulance that helps us take our dead people for burial. So they vote for him next time. The ones that are still alive at least vote for him next time. And then when they go to church, There is a placard that says this church was built by Honorable Arthur Chisenyi, and then they say Honorable Afia Tuzimbira Church, at least the ones that are alive. You know, politically it makes sense. But what doesn't make sense to me, though, is the young people that are choosing a church over a hospital. Atenga Banji. Today is a dark day, guys. Today is a dark day. It seems like it's going to rain cats and dogs, or if not yet, it's raining already somewhere and it's heavy, yeah? People should stop imposing their perspectives on others. That's what makes some Kutesa satisfied. One man's meat. Okay, that also makes sense. After this morning, I saw a video of a Land Cruiser like that for tourists when the front tire brakes were flat, but they didn't have a fire extinguisher. I saw it. I'm wondering why would you not have a fire extinguisher? After you have a fire extinguisher, I have a fire extinguisher in this my car. So I'm asking myself why a car that drives tourists would not have a fire extinguisher. It doesn't make sense. Oba it had an expired fire extinguisher. The live chat comes back to a white background. That's cool. Finally figured it out. Yes, I figured it out. We can finally get TV-like views, yeah? Good morning, everyone. Hospital, because you can be prayed for at the hospital. Thank you, Michael Kasozi. And for the people that don't understand why people are holding some accountable, some Kutesa accountable, it's because he's a politician. And not just that, some Kutesa, I'm telling you, if you went to X and read the tweets that are there, people believe some Kutesa doesn't own money. All the money he has belongs to us because he has taken. Banange bemunda banga sikyalabika mumanyenti nayogedde ebyaswakaba. Nenga people on X believe that Sam Kutesa took from the country. So he needs to give back to the country. He controls Entebbe airport. And people believe that he took unfairly. Enhance is Entebbe handling services. It belongs to him. Apparently it used to belong to the government. I'm not sure of that. But then government was selling it. And Sam Kutesa was in charge of the valuation of the shares. He undervalued the shares and later on sold the shares to himself. That's one of the many bad things that he has been able to he's been said to have done. So of all the bad things that Bebagamba Biyakola, the least he could do is actually contribute to a cancer ward, so that other people that get, actually Mr. Sam could take those cancer people to be cured as he was, or bring his pastor to pray at the hospital. Good morning, Karota, Uganda. Triple M, good morning. Hey, Mubagai, navude mulaini na ile mulala line jera zeduse. Obula tunyinfino okusetolinga naye kati I think here we didn't get it. Honda Stream mujirabye. Zinyumanga mpya ziba comfortable nga. Wezitandika okwechokola ne wejjusa ogasenga nasigala ku field yange. So guys, the topic this Lifestyle Wednesday is church or hospital. Church or hospital. What would you choose, guys? Would you choose to a church or a hospital? Regardless of what your faith is, me, I would choose a hospital, definitely. I happen to know many people that pray, but are doing really badly. And they still die miserably because they don't have access to healthcare. And I also know people that don't pray, but because they have access to hospitals, they actually get healed and they are alive. We all know people that don't pray, but are doing very well because they put in the work. And we also know a lot of people that pray, but don't even have money because they don't work hard enough. The thing with people that pray and also get a lot of money, when someone goes and prays to God, then they go and work really hard. So the working hard actually gives them the money, and then they don't give themselves a lot of credit. That's my belief. over the years, I've realized that when you pray and also work hard, it's actually the working hard that enables you win. The prayer gives you the confidence that there's someone up there that is giving you the strength of fighting for you the invisible battles. There is definitely a lot of invisible battles that we fight that we don't know. That's where the spirituality definitely comes in. Today is running day, but I don't know if I'm going to run. Sam has taken advantage of the country's loophole policies and inconsistencies. Definitely. Martha Academy Namamukono, good morning. George Senkubugi, good morning. Ata abasajja batuwaka sente era ffe abamu tetubanja. Amina triple A mu kulika akasente. I'm a bit worried that young people believe so much in churches and miracles. I'm not just promoting atheism, but in my opinion, I think this belief is making the young believe in miracles. Enoch, it's not you promoting atheism. Some young people are actually the word that my son doesn't want me to say because it's a bad word. Some people believe more in miracles than actually what they should believe in. There is something called hard work. There's something that is called science. There's something called practicality. It takes being exposed for you to understand that the church doesn't do miracles. It takes exposure for you to understand that we have to put in work when we need something done or we need something accomplished. It takes exposure. It takes exposure. I was in Spain, and Spain is one of the countries that is very spiritual. Sicho, but I went to a church in Spain that was a museum now. Not a charity church, it's a museum. Welcome, Timo. Good morning. The problem with people who are church devotees, they are always brainwashed by emphasis on prosperity gospel by churches and end up spending most of their time in church. A hospital can heal the body, but a church heals both the body and soul. According to him, healing was not just physical, it was spiritual. It was God who brought him back, not medicine alone. Now, to Gumi Alaki, why didn't he stay in Mulago and be healed physically and spiritually? And you know, Lucky, the thing that we're arguing about is, you know, there are two things in this argument. It's not even just about Arthur building a church or a hospital, because Arthur doesn't have the money to do that either. But one, the gentleman that is being talked about has a lot of money. He made all his money from government. He made all his money from government. Some of the money he made from government was made unfairly. Yes, unfairly. Some of the things that he made was made because he has a very big connection to the first family. And even when another person would have already been in prison, but he was never in prison for any of the things that he was convicted for any of the things that Parliament found him guilty for. Two, he has been a minister for a very long time. There are so many things that he could have caused to change. Binji. There are so many changes that he would have made happen, but he did not make happen. There are so many things that he did not cause to happen when he had the power to make happen, when in government. So people are asking, at least the people that are woke, are asking themselves, of all the things that he has benefited from this country, he thinks the church is something that needs to be built. You know, he could have just renovated another church and maybe donated most of the rest of the money to a cancer thingy. But you know, politics is politics, guys. Me, I see it from the angle of, if I were a politician, what would I do? So me, I understand him from the angle of a politician, not even from the angle of someone that saw God, or from the angle that believes that Jesus healed him or something. I don't think he believes that. And I'm not him, and I'm not saying I am him. But I don't really think he thinks that Jesus healed him. But I think since he's healed of cancer, it means he's going to live longer. So it means that he can stand for MP again, for MPship, for member of parliament again. And because he's more healthy now, so he needs something that, he needs a place that a starting point to convert his people to actually vote for him. So a church, political wise, a church is the best move for him. Kuba yawonye cancer, so kati asobola okudda ne yeesimbawo, yeetaaga waatandikira church gye yazimba atandikirawo. ng'omufaata bw'ajja mu church tasobola kugamba abantu nti abaayi mulonde Kisenyi. Abaayi omusajja yatuzimbira church ono ffenna gwe tulina okulonda. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So for me, I understand his action from the political angle. And from the political angle, it totally makes sense. Actually, if I had thought about it this way, no topic is he's a politician. He thinks like a politician. Which right? He thinks like a politician. So he says, if I can build your church like this, guys, I can build hospitals. But if we have God, we can pray for God to bless us with more money, so that then we can build a hospital. Politically, it totally makes sense. But for the guys that actually think that people are holding him account, are talking about him because he did not build a hospital. No, he should build a hospital. That's what people think. People like me, we think he should actually build a hospital. He owes us that much. As a country, he owes us that much. He owes us that much. Right? And ojagenda okwesanga nga nebo yagenda ebweru okumujjanjaba sente za mujjanjaba za muyiwa musoro. I'm not confirming it, but I'm saying there is a possibility that when he went to be treated abroad, there is a possibility that the money that treated him came from government. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So in a way, for people that are woke, at least, I don't mean everyone needs to be woke. For people that are woke, they would believe that, you know what, he owes us a hospital. He owes us contribution to a cancer ward. He has been in government for too long. Why don't we have proper cancer treatment? Why? Right? Why don't we have proper cancer? We should have proper cancer treatment. But anyway, guys, what do you think? Church or hospital? Me, I'm a hospital guy. I'm a hospital guy. We need to have more hospitals. We need to have more hospitals. We should be past the level of you see, like the money that built this parliament building here. That money should be used to build a hospital somewhere. It should be used to build a hospital because we need more hospitals than parliamentary seats. We have had a parliament for how many years, and we are still a third world country. So expanding the parliament doesn't in any way benefit the country. But probably paying doctors better, holding doctors accountable, putting systems in place where doctors can be held accountable, or where all the referral hospitals have enough medicine, enough beds. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Normally, politics. I would actually not be surprised if after the broadcast I get a phone call. What you say to like you should not be talking about those things. Keep quiet. Right? But the fact is, the concerns, and I know some of you guys are going to stand for political office. I already know like 3 people from this channel that want to stand for political office in their areas. And when you stand for political office, I hope that the God that we worship, can eventually give you more sense, or take guarantee. There are things that we need. Yeah, but politically, I understand Honorable Sam Kutesa's move. When you look at it from a political angle, or even a Kabazimbe church, at the Kativana College, Dabanevazimbila church was smoking Amalwali. Do you guys realize that the area where he built the church, people are more grateful for a church? They would actually be more grateful for a church than a hospital. Honorable Sam Kutesa amanya abantu bokusinga fe bwetubamanyi. So he knows that his people need the church more than a hospital. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. But now let's talk about ourselves. What would you build, a church or a hospital? And why? I'm looking for someone that will build a church to tell us why he would or she would build a church instead of a hospital. Nonya yo muntu agamba nze atanze nja kuzinze nze bwe nfuna sente nja kuzimba church ate otuwe ensonga lwaki church ekusingira eddwaliro. okitegeera wano awantu ndoza nafuna accident yange yasooka omwana yajja ne mu crashing ali wannowa omwana yasasula emitwalo gaali 3. But horizontal is something else guys buli kimu mukiraba mu 1080p bulungi nnyo.
She done a lot for me, so I do this simple thing for her. Now she give me one, everything she could give me one. You know, just a child for her. One day, okay, man. Yeah, living out of style. I woke up in the good. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so like I want to.
I'm not gonna put on a t-shirt today. I make her smile, I make her laugh. I make her wine.
Come to me, God.
Dance with me, girl.
I'll make you want to make you want to make you want to. I'll make you smile. I'll make you. After that, I'll take you.
So guys, today is running day. Era mugenda kopa eddakiika ezimu ezidduka. Yesterday we went looking for a lorry, guys. Twabadde tunoonya lorry yesterday. Now guys, I want you always to quote me properly. When I advise someone, quote me properly. The gentleman that was looking for a lorry got it from the advice I gave someone. Yali ayagala okugula Ipsam. Ne mugamba agule lorry ey'obutayimbwa. And he called me and I said, a lorry ey'obutayimbwa tujja gifuna. But what happened is that I think ye addeyo n'ayogera n'abantu ne mugamba lorry ey'obutayimbwa ekola negula tipper. The tipper is more expensive than lorry ey'obutayimbwa. Definitely. N'alemera ku tipper. Ontegeera. So, tipper ya bbeeyi naye yalemedde ku tipper neera ye gy'ayagala. I hope it doesn't turn out to be a weight loss program. Kuba ne gye tunaafunanga nnungi era naye esobola okukola okumucyankalanya. But I talked to him ne munnyonnyola era alemedde ku tipper. Tipper ya $2.25 ate ng'ayagala gigula 23. Might actually not be a very good decision, but alemeddeko. So sometimes you guys are big-headed. Ne bwe nkugamba nti omanyi kye twalikoze bwe tuti era mulemerako temwagala kuwulira ata byabagamba. So I don't know yakyalemeddeko ayagala tipa eya $2.25. Tippers are expensive and those that we can get might actually not be very good. Naye yalemeddeko akyayagala tipa kati kisiina kyamukolera kyonna kimulekedde. If we end up getting a tipper, now with that tipper yafuuka weight loss program, mumanye nti omuntu namugambye tipper tugireke yagaanye. Yagaanye. Ayagala tipper. Ayagala ki? Ayagala tipper. So anyway guys, kamba sibuli. Dakika zirimeka. Naye ezi dakika manyo zindekera. Manyo zindekera. Let's see what you guys are still saying. Amazima gali nti yo tipper tugenda jigula naye tipper. The tipper might end up being a weight loss program zembabulira. Ronald M. Kasenda VIP, good morning. Religion is the opium of poor, and since the people in the constituency are poor, he had to give them their opium. Chitufu. At how much is the 2016 Mercedes-Benz C200? I don't remember what year, but it's around there. Million in chenda. Chinana mutano kuchenda. Fine lifestyle. 85-90 million there. Dude built a church instead of a hospital. Now you know why Mulago Cancer Institute and other hospitals are rotting and churches flourishing. People in power think we need more churches than hospitals. Building a hospital is not his duty. That's the government's responsibility. So if it is a church, he prefers God bless him. If God blesses him, Arthur, when you battle a terminal illness like cancer or near-death experience, you will be surprised by the vows you might do to the gods or the universe. So yes, logic may not support the church. So Chairman Zach, yes, that makes sense. But he's also a politician, and political-wise, the church is definitely the decision that he wants. If he believed, wait, what's this? I'm learning new things here. Wait up. Okay. Peter Chambade, good morning. I agree with you. Politically, the guy is right. Just because public is Sarawadi. Politically, the guy is right, I'm telling you. Arthur, this shows us how our leaders think. Imagine someone like that with power, influence, and capacity to get sick to a point of death. Think that when he got Nakate Christine, good morning. Nakate ngenda kuddukanze gola ba earphone. Manyi music ona nyamba ko kusigala ku pesa. Mberaga sina music. Ngenda mpola. Ola ne memba ne music ngenda mpola. Nali badengeze dachi izo kilometer 5 nali badenzi dukire dakika nga 2. Because it's possible. There is no hill, there is no nothing. Ne buddu ko tinotandika okulowooza ebirowozo ne biika. What are the chances that God made him sick to realize something about our health sector, but only for him to think that this country needs a church? It's important for us to think about that angle, by the way. Good morning, Daniel Singoma. Bagay. Zindashikesigadde muzimpe nziddukemu sobola okusigala nga ndi mulamu ate nneme kutuuka ku point eyigala genda Germany. But you guys realize that ebiseera ebimu ne bw'oba ne ssente Uganda oyinza obutawona. Do you guys realize that? Ne bw'oba ne ssente Uganda oyinza obutawona. Lwaki Honorable Sam Kutesa yagenda e Germany n'awonera e Germany. Ekitegeeza ne church zonna eziri wano e Uganda tezamuyambako kuwona. Ne bapasita bonna ab'amaanyi abali Uganda where am I looking? Why am I looking up there? This is a challenge with the horizontal. I keep looking up. I'm supposed to be looking at you guys. So this is where I'm supposed to be looking. I hope that's right, right? So guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. For the love of cars. They don't take your project car episode 2. They don't take your episode. Hey, where am I looking up there? They don't take your episode 2. Mr. Arthur, that money would be enough to do both. Half goes to church and half goes to hospital. It's a win-win. So they airlifted him to Germany. Katfe tuli kufa mukama abasajja abo. Bobosoko kutwala bukyali sanye ne bavaawo. Nze nkubuulira mazima sikwakaliza muntu kufa naye waliwo abantu abamwe. Guys, kangende nja kwogera ebiyitika drone zinone. Muyombya Mark, George Bob, Travel Live Vlog, the Asha Group, Zaz David Klaje, VIP, Akiram, Paul Sema, Namadidi, Idi, Stephen Omuria, Herman Fletcher, Travel Live Vlog, JK of course, Mosisi Fred, Stephen Omuria, MK Dental Hub, Morad K Momo VIP, Ronald Muchwa, Starch Events, Herman Fletcher, Madam. Musime Kim Job obuze nnyo Kim obuze nnyo babanga bakuza mu kilomita ebisatu. Zas David Klaje VIP Murungi Jiri, the Asha Group, Michael Kasozi, Karota Uganda, Triple M, George Senkubuge, Martha Academy na Mamukono, bawa mukazi wa Emma Omobwati, Alcam Timo, Michael Kasozi na Tugumya Lucky, Chamba de Hannington, Chairman Zach, Funny Lifestyle, Ronald M. Kasendwa VIP, Danny Nyesingoma. Yeah. Guys, mwebali kubera for the love of cause I'm supposed to be looking here. Mwebali kubera for the love of cause it doesn't feel natural, but apparently this is where I'm supposed to look. At the other side. But thank you very much for choosing to be part of it. It doesn't look natural for me at all, like I'm looking in space. Nenga mwebali kubera for the love of cars, guys. Lero ngena batira episode 2 ya Project Car. Abagala okujigula Project Car, it's going to be a bid ne form mugenda kuzigula. Ne form mugenda kujigula e bidding ku project eyo tugenda nagikola njesunze engine twagijjemu. I finally opened the engine. I don't know if the engine will come back together. Yali etambula definitely, but the engine might have taken more damage over the years than I actually thought. But let me see how it goes. That will be in episode 3 definitely. Abali Mukamori, I don't take you for granted. The guys that are watching this broadcast later on in the day, later on in the week or in the month, thank you very much. Tell people about For the Love of Cars. Tell them about tell them about the inspection service that I offer. Tell them about the trackers that I sell. And guys, nonya sente zigenda wa rwakataka tuvuge mu moroka ye mpaka twetage mitwaraga. So for the guys that are willing to contribute, you can contribute to my number 75299101. I'll keep accountability. Twetage mitwara asatu. Gitwetagira ddala gonna gitwetage mitwara asatu. Tusobora okugula amafuta g'ennyonyi agatambuze moroka ya Rwakataka naye nga yali willing okutuvugamu. Yankubidde ggulo nate I put a video of us doing push-ups on TikTok. Yankubidde ngamba Arthur abantu wabale bagambye press up zote zituuka. Guys, have a very nice day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Random Car Talk Thursday. Let us contemplate, guys. When you make more money, you need to think about what is more important to your people than the other, so that we invest in the things that are important to us. To make all the mistakes that a politician, may the good Lord bless you.